This is KC2HQE, Robbie. I wanted to show you one of the little handy boxes that I made for emergency communications. Took a project box from Radio Shack. Now this happens to be an Arctic Cove battery, but they're the exact same thing as the Ryobi 18 volt batteries. Drop that down to 12 volts, power a cigarette lighter and some USBs, mounted them in the box. Right now what I've got, it's powering my Jetstream JT270M. Not a fantastic radio, but a cheap radio, and it works. It's portable as heck. Whole thing basically fits in the palm of your hand. It's a 10 watt mobile. Like I say, it's an okay radio. It ain't the greatest thing in the world, but for an emergency situation, it's kind of nice because it's portable. I use it in my shack because most of the places I don't need a high power radio. One thing I do like about it is I can power it off of an 18 volt battery if I need to. Just to show you that it works, probably under the K you might be able to see that it does have an H on there for high power, which is 10 watts. And last I knew there wasn't anybody on frequency, but I'll throw the call out there and we'll see what we get just to show you that it does work. KC2HQE testing. Can somebody give me a signal report, please? See, I brought the repeater up.
Repeater system.
A little bit of noise on the repeater. There's been the last few days. Nobody hanging around, but you get the idea that. Set the microphone down. Power cord is coming out of the radio. Everything's a mess on my desk, but that is what it is. Got Anderson power pole connectors. And follow the line down. It does indeed plug into the cigarette lighter adapter there that I have on the box. Relatively cheap to make. I actually bought it off, got parts off of eBay that drops the 18 volts down to 12 and down to the 5 volts for the USBs. Probably should have plugged something into them just to show you that they work too, but take my word for it, they do. And all off of a Ryobi 18 volt battery. I hope you've kind of learned something from this and some of the things that you can do with these Ryobi batteries. I'll pop the battery off and you'll see the radio die pretty quick. Yeah. And basically what I did was I carved the top out and melted a piece of PVC pipe to oblong it a little bit. Stuck it down in there with, basically they're just bare wires because that's all further I've gotten, and it works pretty good. So you know, I'm not drawing a lot of current through there. If I was drawing a lot of current, I'd have to do something a little bit different. But it's just one of those things that I think Ryobi could definitely improve upon. Some of the stuff they have is a USB from these 18 volt batteries. I don't know why they don't have anything to do that, but I guess their newest version of the small work radio, the one that does not charge the batteries, just a real small one, does have Bluetooth on it and a USB port to charge a radio. But it is what it is. It's something I think they could improve upon. I've contacted them. They were less than responsive, but we'll just leave it at that. Once again, this was Robbie, KC2HQE.